Hello, it's Don. Okay, today we're back to working on the Panga. Got a big fishing trip coming up. Weather's gonna be nice. We're going offshore, we're going off deep. Actually, today's Sunday. We're doing this Tuesday. Don't know if it'll be done on time for this, but I always complaining about the width. The width of the accessories, not the width of the boat. It's a narrow boat, we all know that. That's what makes it efficient. But the width of my accessories. You know, the T-top is just about as wide as the boat, and when it's rocking or you walk to one side, you know, it comes over that way, and then you're getting knocked out of the boat. This rocket launcher, this is a nice rocket launcher. It's very comfortable. It's got the pole holders in the back, some seat rest. It's got storage underneath. I like all that, but it's too wide. It's too wide for the boat. It takes up too much room. It's almost dangerous when you're out there offshore fishing it. It's wanting to knock you out of the boat all the time. So what have we done? What are we doing? Well, I picked up this real nice chair on a marketplace, as it would be, and this is going to be perfect. It's got a slide on there. I can adjust forward to back and all. We got a gimbal mount to put on the base of the chair, so that'll be good. I'm gonna have a nice cushy chair in the back. It's not going to be wide. My whole base, the base is only going to be 16 inches square. So here's going to be my seat base. This is not going to take up any room. This is going to be beautiful. Looking at it, I built a storage in the top, and obviously there'll be a lid on here with a lip all around it. And this is where the seat's going to mount. So I can hinge the seat forward, put storage underneath there, fishing lures, you know, whatever you want. Close it back down. That'll be great. This is the back half, and big enough where I can put a full 5-gallon bucket underneath there, a cooler, or whatever you want. You always need places to put stuff in a Panga because, you know, it is what it is. There's not a lot of room. Obviously, this will be the side toward my feet, and I left it a little bit off the ground just to, by leaving it up, I can, when I wash the boat, I can just wash all the dirt and stuff straight through. Plus, if my heels want to be right here, I won't be bumping into the back of that. So a little bit of planning went into it. I would have posted the build on this, but I kind of winged it. You know, I drew up what I had in my mind, and then I started drawing, and drawing it out on the Kusa board. This is all made with Kusa. And then about the time I was ready to get sawed, I was like, wait a minute, maybe that's not exactly what I want to do. So I started changing plans as I went, and it would have been about a 3-hour video to make this little contraption. And but I wanted you to see it. It's going to be great. We're going to gel coat it today. We'll sand it down after this fiberglass cures a little more, get it gel coated. Then we'll make our lid for the seat. It's going to be nice. I'm excited about it. And then we're going to be okay. I'll sand it down and gel coated. It's white gel coat. I had to add wax. It's my final coat, and I put a little yellow tint in it because the boat's yellow. I just thought it'd be nice. Not yellow, just a yellow tint. I would have showed it, but you know, I just rolled it and brushed the corners. You know, nothing fancy. It's just a little seat pedestal, and I think it's going to do good. We got the lid built, and I put it all together, glued, screwed, fiberglass, whatever you want to call it, and I've got the inside of it gel coated right there, so it's all assembled, gel coated on the inside. And what we'll do is we'll come back in a little bit when this dries a little bit more. We'll take a razor knife and cut that edge off all the way around. That'll make it a little easier. And then we'll sand it lightly. We'll take and run the router around the edges all the way around, smooth off the outside, make it the way we want it. I gotta get out of there. It's toxic in there. I smell of fiberglass. It was raining earlier, so I had to get it out of the rain. So we'll run a router around the edges, because anytime you want to fiberglass over an edge, you don't want to keep that sharp edge. It won't lay flat on it. It'll bubble up. It'll be bad. Just like you can see here, these edges, these are all rounded. That's all been done with the router, so it just makes it nice. So this is cured now. Then the only thing I got to do. Okay, here's our lid. I've fabricated this lid. It's not done on the top yet, but the inside is done. And I don't know if you ever watched a video where I gave a fiberglass tip. I said, hey, when you get this extra fiberglass, you can use a razor knife when it's kind of set but not dry, and just cut it off and not have to grind it all. And I already cut this piece, but you know, I forgot, and it's dry now. It's hard. So this is the best way I know to cut these edges off. I'll set the camera up here, and I have found that a cutoff wheel just does it best and does not snag on the fiberglass, and it's really not much dust. So a cutoff wheel on the grinder here. There we go, that wasn't so bad. I always do it outside anyways, lots of dust, but there we go, we got that all cut off now. I'll just take my DA and I'll just go that edge a little bit, just smooth it out. Then I'm gonna take my router and I'm gonna go all these edges all the way around, make that a nice round edge, because when I fiberglass over the top, I'm gonna route these edges off too. That fiberglass needs to be able to lay around it, and if you got a sharp edge, you won't lay around it. So that's our lid, just about done. This is the side. You can see I've only used 1/4 inch all the way around for an edge. This is a little heavier. This is going to be the side my hinge is screwed to, so I just wanted to make sure that was good and solid. All right, that's just a little... Okay, well, that's nice. We got everything all rounded on the edges, so now when I fiberglass over this, everything will lay down real nice. I'm going to take my DA and I'm just going to go over the edges one time, get any little, you don't want any little boogers or anything sticking up. That's coming out real nice. This is going to be a good lid. I just, after having that storage underneath my seat, I can't do without it. Got to have it. All right, let's keep working. All right, got it all sanded off, easing at the edges. It's ready to fiberglass. Okay, here's a good fiberglass tip for you. So here's my lid that I'm going to be fiberglassing in the top and over the edges. It's 16 inches square. This is roughly 16. And what I've done is I've torn that pattern out. And the reason you do that, if you look on the inside of this, I didn't want to be bothered. That is so much work. But and this is inside the lid, so don't matter. But you can see where I guess you can see where those edges are. Okay, so that's just where I cut the cloth, and you can see it, you know. And if unless you want to come back and sand it all out, by tearing your edges, when I put all this down, I fiberglass all this down, all those edges will blend in. Then I got other pieces, and as I go, I'll just tear the lengths I need, and I'll work over those edges, over top of that, right off the edge, and I'll let a couple inches hang down. That doesn't matter. We'll come back and cut that off. But by having them ragged edges, they'll blend together. I won't have no sharp edges of fiberglass there. It makes for a real nice, clean look. Okay, here we go. First thing we're going to do, you always want to start out. This is wood. I'm just using polyester rosin here, nothing special. But you always want to start out by wetting out your wood. This has got a white look to it because I thinned out some gel coat and soaked it into this a while back for another project I had. And I sanded it down, so it's good now. But all the same, I want to make sure that this rosin soaks in. Rosin, it's resin. Otherwise, it'll soak out the resin from your cloth, and it'll get a whitish look in there. Okay, we're gonna let that cure up. You can see now I didn't try to go around the corners with the big material. If you do that, you know, you cut edges and all that, and it fights you. It's horrible to do a corner. So I worked up to all my corners with my torn material, and then I cut little ragged pieces and I wrapped them around the corner, and they blend in real nice and easy. So now all these corners laid down real good. Everything is flat. When this is cured, I'll just come back and slightly sand it with the DA. We're gonna gel coat it to match the bottom. Get the hinge on there. You see I put an extra layer on the top. I had a little left over. I put it right up here in the center. That's where the seat base is gonna be bolted down. I just want a little extra glass there. Didn't need it, I don't know, but it's got it now. It won't hurt anything. Okay, there we go. Okay, there's our base. We only have to finish gel coating the inside of that and the top. Here's our lid we made. It's all wiped down, prepped. Inside is already gelled. Let's get a color. We got color on it now. There it is, our seat base. It came out nice. We spattered it with the gel coat. Got our seat mount. I got some nice thick cushions that go on this. This will be the front, and it opens toward the front. And I got a spring retainer coming that'll hold that latch so it doesn't flop open. But that's nice. That's nice. Got room underneath there for a bucket. That was the plan. Let's see. Does it work? Just like that. All right. All right, I'm happy with that.